Clifford looking to throw it again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it then. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game. Now Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Willis trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
Anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done...
Stroud looking to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board.
All in plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coach,
they'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get his, well, big-time game.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Second, as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
So this opening drive yields 6. This is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start opening drive for any team.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Legarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense will get out to start the run. And obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were making catch up and crashing and playing the ball, but that's a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding the guy and get him the ball? He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's on the way to the 36-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. Charles, you have to think a fair amount of concern is developing right there on that side.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play call from here
Not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't don't think it changes much.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them up.
Yeah, it's time analyzing what's going on with him. Look at the defense. They can.
On play action, they'll throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the middle ready to ask for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the
4th on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. All I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to compete for the ball.
From the gun, here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The number 7 usually looking here. And 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, and they're going through, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have
Back to throw, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine, and that turned out to be true.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. If they had designs of kind of moving their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Look to the lead, look to the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one. Carey, I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's the Buffalo offense back for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the others.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. For 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is...
Prescott off play action. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
Thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out.